I am Laura Baker-Coronis. I'm a math teacher at Ansonia High School in Ansonia, Connecticut, and I am a Milken Educator. I was just told that the commissioner was coming to the school to talk about our different pathways that we have. And then all of a sudden, I was called up to get an award. And it's still, it's unbelievable. In the moment I heard my name and I felt shocked, honored, humbled, and was praying I wasn't going to trip on the way up. I grew up always kind of working with kids. I always thought I wanted to be a teacher, and I thought it would be elementary. I started working more often with kids, and I said I'm not going to do elementary. So I kind of felt out college, and I landed on being a math teacher. I found I was helping friends with their math, and it was something I enjoyed. So since I love math, not everyone does, I hoped I could bring that same kind of love to my students. Every day, I try and do my best. I try to be the best educator, the best mother, the best wife, the best daughter that I can be, and that's really what life is all about, getting the most out of it and doing your best. Math is fun because you actually can use it in the real world. To me, it's like a numbers game, and I love games. Big fan of board games. So it's a puzzle to me, and that's why I love it. And there's always an answer. So I had a 4th grade teacher that I absolutely loved, Miss Martin, and the way she made me feel when I walked in her classroom, the way I was engaged, the passion she had just really stuck with me. And many years later, I still remember that. And I just want to be that for the kids in this school. So during the pandemic, I was on maternity leave for the first part. When I came back, we were fully remote, so I hadn't met any of my students. That was really interesting because having a bunch of high schoolers on Google Classroom or Google Meets is quite the challenge. I started off by just kind of doing icebreakers and trying to get them to talk to me. Soon enough, we came back in the school and I could finally put a face to the name, basically. And I tried to make it as engaging as I could while keeping all the social distancing regulations. Kids really rose to the occasion. They had to learn how to do math on the computer, which is very hard. And it was really like a 180-degree pivot. It was nothing I've ever experienced. It was a learning. They were learning and I was learning at the same time. Some lessons went great, and some I'm like, oh, I'll never do that again. So it was a lot of trial and error, but by the end, I felt like we really got into a groove.